It seems that being rude is Meghan's hobby. Here are 15 times Meghan Markle was caught being rude on camera. Wait for the 10th one, because that act of rudeness is beyond shocking. It seems that Meghan shows passion and pity only if the camera is focused on her. Just look at how she rudely walked past the fire victims who were waiting for someone to show some care. She even ignored the disabled person as if he were invisible to her. And let me tell you, she is behaving this way after pretending to help give out food to people affected by the fire. When it was time to show real compassion, she walked past them without even blinking or making eye contact. She only acts well when the camera is on her. Both Harry and Meghan also ignored the gentleman who stood up just to meet them. He looked so devastated, it probably would have meant the world to him to have someone show they care in that moment. Meghan calls herself a hugger, and then this is how she acts around people who actually need a hug. Meghan doesn't listen to anyone, but she expects people to listen to her. Look at this man trying to get her attention and speak to her. Instead of giving him the necessary attention or even telling him to wait, she deliberately ignored him. She acted as if her ears were just for decoration. The man eventually had to leave, feeling discouraged because of her attitude. If being rude were a trophy, Meghan Markle would have shelves full of them. Just see the way she rudely turned her back mid-conversation. The lady was having a serious conversation with her, and immediately, Meghan turned and faced the other side. She behaved like the conversation wasn't meaningful to her and left the lady stranded. Someone speaks to her, and instead of giving a suitable response, she turns away and gives no answer. And let me tell you, this is not the first time she has done this. This is actually Meghan's normal behavior. Just look how she turns her back to people who were talking to her. This is blatant disrespect. You can clearly see how bad that woman felt. Now check this out. Oprah walked in, a woman who gave Meghan the platform to spread her lies. And what's Meghan's reaction? She gets annoyed. Meghan was in the middle of her speech where she was explaining how to buy a book. I don't even want to get into that. Meghan could not tolerate the fact that the attention would be divided now because a real VIP entered the room. She became scattered and didn't even know what to do. And what was she trying to do with her hands? Was she trying to tell Oprah to sit there? Or was she trying to signal someone to handle Oprah? Anyway, what a way to pay back a woman who sponsored you. From the onset, she showed she was never fit to be royal. During her wedding, an aide offered her assistance while coming down from the car. She rudely pushes this man's arm aside once she no longer needs his assistance to exit the car. Instead of thanking the aide, she rudely pushed his hand aside. The man was left disappointed, but what could he do? This is Meghan Markle, and she does exactly what she wants. For Meghan, she wants to be the focus of everything and doesn't want anyone to share the spotlight. During an interview session, it was time for Princess Catherine to speak, but Meghan wasn't happy with this. She sizes her up, and it was written all over her face that the stage was not meant to be shared. Meghan really thinks that you aren't allowed to speak unless she permits you to do so. She really doesn't come across as a woman who supports other women. This was her chance to prove she could actually add value to the royal family. Instead, this is how she looked at Princess Catherine. Not a great look, honestly. Sometimes, Meghan behaves as if the world is expected to adjust around her. In this moment, a woman clearly stops and gives way so Meghan can pass first. It's a small, polite gesture, but instead of acknowledging it, Meghan walks straight past without a nod, a smile, or even basic eye contact. There's no pause, no courtesy, no awareness of the other person at all. She keeps moving forward confidently, almost like she's on a red carpet, assuming people should automatically step aside. It doesn't come across as confidence, it comes across as entitlement. And moments like this are why critics say manners seem to disappear when attention takes over. Moments before the trophy handover, Meghan ordered Dr. Sophie to move to the other side and not stand with Harry. She displayed behavior that even a 5-year-old would think twice about. Meghan has been treating Dr. Sophie like that throughout the event. You see Meghan Markle tightly grabbing Delphina's hand while completely ignoring Dr. Sophie and not even speaking to her. Meanwhile, it was Dr. Sophie's foundation that was hosting the event, yet Meghan never acknowledged her. She simply grabbed Delphina's hand and moved as if she never seen Sophie. It is a classic bullying tactic. This move of clinging to one person so you could freeze another person out was exactly what Meghan Markle displayed, showing how childish and rude she can be. As I said earlier, eyes never lie. Meghan could not hide that before she speaks to you, she sizes you up. Just look at the way she sized this woman up with her eyes, deciding whether she was worthy enough for her to speak to. She doesn't care how you feel. All she cares about is how she feels, and if she doesn't feel like talking to you, that's the end. It's almost like a silent checklist runs in her head before a single word is spoken. Respect is usually given to someone older than you, but with Meghan, anytime she feels inconvenienced, she protests with her stares. When this older lady spoke when it wasn't her turn yet, Meghan became visibly angry and gave her the stare of death, a stare that looked like it would suck the life out of her if she didn't stop speaking. Meghan didn't care about the woman's age or the idea she was sharing. All Meghan wanted was for the lady to keep quiet so she could own the spotlight once more. We already know Meghan wants the spotlight by all means, but cutting people off has become normal for her. During her visit to Fiji, which she abandoned shortly after she entered, a woman was talking to her and possibly giving her necessary guidance. But Meghan used her shoulder to cut the woman off, giving the impression of speaking fast. "I don't have much time." She gave a subtle push forward, wanting to be at the front. To make it worse, she didn't even wait for the woman to finish talking. She flashed that framed smile and left while the woman's words were still in her mouth. Harry and Meghan were in two different conversations. Meghan was talking to a woman and was deeply engrossed in the conversation. Then another woman appeared from somewhere around the room where they were seated and wanted to talk to Harry. Immediately, Meghan's body language changed. The conversation she was engaged in was stopped abruptly and rudely. She left the woman without even excusing herself, simply because she saw another woman around Harry. This is the height of jealousy and rude behavior. No one can beat this one. For Meghan, protocols are meant to be broken, and she breaks them without any sign of remorse. Look at how she left her assigned position just to move to the front and claim the spotlight. She planted herself front and center, blocking her husband and gaining attention. Look at the smile on her face when she realized she had finally gotten what she wanted. Meghan always wants to be the first. Everyone needs Meghan's permission to even talk, but Meghan is free to do whatever she wants. And anytime she is around food, she throws courtesy out of the window. When she saw the food prepared by the chef, she forgot her manners. Before the chef could say have a taste, she was already grabbing the food with her hands. She started touching the food before the chef offered it to others around the table. Everyone else was observing and waiting, but Meghan was picking with her bare hands without showing respect to the chef. The person who has to deal with Meghan's rudeness the most is probably Harry. This is the height it could get to. According to the royal protocol, men are supposed to lead the way, and Harry was trying to do just that. But Meghan can never let that pass, so Meghan rudely hit Harry and told him to wait so she could be ahead. Look closely at Harry's face, and you will realize that he wasn't happy with this. But with Meghan, she gets what she wants, and Harry allowed her to step ahead. Meghan using her hands to move people where she wants is nothing new. She does it so often that people even gave it a name, the Claw. If you want to see more examples, check out my other video where I compiled all of her claw moments. There you have it. 15 times Meghan Markle was caught being rude on camera. Which of these scenarios stood out to you and proved that Meghan is the queen of rudeness? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.